Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of The Green Pill Secret. I'm your host, Jeffrey, and today, pick me. Well, right now on the internet, there are many memes and videos complaining about pick me girls. Now, pick me girls are women who go onto, say, YouTube or podcasts or whatever and try to defend men, try to see the world from his point of view, try to give that perspective. And then they're called pick me girls because people claim that they're only out there to get dates. No, 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 no. Come on. Stop it. They're not apologists. They're just seeing the world from a different perspective. Now, by that definition, I'm a pick me guy because I understand it, sympathize, work for equality for women, and care about women's issues, and certainly am out there providing services to pregnant folks who need to take care of things, which I don't talk about, and I'm not going to talk about any more than that. But the point is, you could call me a pick me guy, and maybe I am, but probe me for a moment, and I will tell you my times going down to Richmond to lobby for the Equal Rights Amendment, my times at the Capitol and at the archivist protesting that the ERA is not enshrined in the Constitution yet, even though all 38 states did what they needed to do to get it there. I never did that to meet women. I never did cosplay to meet women either. And yet, cosplay is just more feminine than masculine in terms of the people that go there. And obviously, the ERA fighting for women's rights is definitely, there's going to be a lot of women I meet there. Now, maybe I have met women that might be a potential, but it wasn't that I went there to meet them. I didn't even think about meeting them. I just met a lot of women that supported something that I supported. I wasn't going there to get picked. And I got to accept that the women who are talking about some of the same things that I'm talking about as a guy, trying to explain some of the troubles and tribulations of the younger generation, of the men that are growing up from boys in their difficult and somewhat ignored 20s, is laudable. I appreciate that they're doing this. I think it's great. I think that the ones that are going at it and saying, guys, maybe you need to man up and find a nice trad wife, because let me tell you, yes, there are women who want to have a career and do well for themselves and maybe not even want kids, but there are women legitimately who want kids and want to stay home and want to be the housewife. There are women for both. It's not that anyone is wrong or right. It's just those are the possibilities that a woman might choose. Just as some men would be happy to be the house husband. And I have a very good friend who's a house husband. That's not what this is about, though. This is about pick meism. And the pick me culture is just not good because it's trying to besmirch quality behavior. Understanding each other is the key to better communication. If we just keep fighting that men are bad and women are unobtainable, this constant tit for tat BS with men being pushed into these evil pill categories and women getting more entrenched with just the bear is always best. And going back to the bear conversation, I think it is important to remember that while the bear is a legitimate choice, it reflects that a woman has seen the bad in men, has seen that not all men are good. And it's not to say that, okay, and so not all men, excuse, excuse, excuse. No, 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 no. We got to stop those men. We men have to stop those men too. It's not their responsibility to stop them. It's our responsibility as well as theirs. But the point there is that they have had these male people in their lives that have already pre-wired them to assume the worst in a man. And my point being, there are other women, I've spoken to some of them, that would choose the man because they get that the bear may maul and their general approach and life experience dictates to them that men are generally good, kind, caring, strong, defending, that they get that impression. And there's nothing wrong with either. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. It's just different life experiences. Different life experiences is going to give you different attitudes. And going back to the pick me, so if the woman goes and says, I'd rather have the man, you're calling her a pick me girl. No, she just has a different life experience and she's coming at it from that direction. So that's the point, that we have all different experiences. We have different ways of looking at the world. We got to respect each other in that respect. I am here just to tell you to show some respect, to not go to these pilled categories, to not be blinded by misogynism or just seeing women as objects. No, but I am here to say that for the dudes, defend the pick me girls, defend them. They're your allies. And believe me, I know that some of y'all dudes are going to them pages and liking the videos and commenting how right on. It's good. You're doing the right. You're doing the right. The, those women are out there defending you. Appreciate them. Show the appreciation. And I doubt uh, she's getting a lot of flack from the male folks. It's the female folks that are hurting her and calling her the pick me and besmirching her personality and saying that she's not honest, but she is. She just sees the world differently. And my dudes, my kings. I'm going to call you my kings now. I'm going to call you my kings and call the ladies my queens because I want to show you that you are good people. I'm almost certain if you're watching this podcast, you're a good person because anyone who is pill oriented and not willing to change is not going to tune this video in. You all are the good folk, and I appreciate you. And I'm not saying that they're irredeemable, but they need the time to redeem, and I want them to get redeemed. But right now, this is for you. And you, thanks for being a pick me girl and my kings, choose the pick me's. Give the pick me some love. Trust me. And if my queens want to give me a little love too, appreciate. But I'm not doing it for you. And I want you to know, I just feel this way in my heart, and I'm being the man that I feel I should be. And that's all I would ask, and that's all I would want, that we understand each other and we try to empathize with each other and we understand each other's problems, just as I can see how men are lonely and men are invisible and men are not they're afraid of asking women out because of the pick me culture. Excuse me, the creep culture that I did last week. I understand all these things. And I understand how it's fun to get clout, and I've done that in terms of the chasing the likes. I understand that too. But I mean, most women do not do these videos that are creep culture. As I said last week, it's a very small minority, but all it takes is one video to become popular. And that's the point. That it's not most women doing these things. It's not most men doing those things. It is a very loud, vocal minority in both cases. We have to get past it. And thank you for the ladies that are being called pick me, because I pick you as a wonderful advocate for all of what I'm trying to say, just as I hope you pick me as a wonderful advocate for what the women have to say. And all that said, I want to wish y'all, for the single folks, my kings, happy Valentine's Day. I'm your pal, bro. Let's do something. And for the queens, happy Galentine's Day. Queens, do something. Y'all cool. Appreciate you. And for the ones that are lucky enough to have found someone, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. And see you next week.